Today we're going to be making the jalapeno cheeseburger from White Castle. I basically grew up on this burger, but I live in California now, so the only way to satisfy the craving is to make the burger on my own. That's really the motivation behind this recipe, nostalgia. So we first start by flattening some ground beef. I'm using about a pound of ground beef here. You want to use 2 sheets of parchment paper and use the largest rolling pin you have. I really need to get a larger rolling pin. Flatten the meat into about a 1/2 inch thickness. Use a bench scraper or spatula, something flat, to create 2x2 inch square patties. So this is something they actually do, which is make 5 holes in each patty. Next, the main ingredient is the jalapeno cheese. The ingredients on White Castle's website lists both serrano and jalapeno, so we're going to use both of those today. You want to chop them as finely as possible. If you don't like your food too spicy, take out the seeds, but I'm keeping the seeds in. Next, you want to sprinkle a layer of your chopped chilies onto a baking sheet lined with a silicone mat. Lay down a layer of American cheese, and then sprinkle more chilies on top. Lay down another silicone mat. We really want to incorporate the cheese and the chilies together. The way we're going to do that now is bake the cheese at a very low temperature, about 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's gooey, you pull it out. Then you want to let that cool in the fridge or on the countertop until it becomes solid again. Be rewarded with a glorious jalapeno cheese, perfect for any burger or chicken sandwich. The onions are really important to cooking a White Castle burger. They use dehydrated onions that they rehydrate in water. These are labeled as minced onion in the grocery store, and you rehydrate them just with some hot water, as I'm doing here. You can try dehydrating your own onions, but it takes about 4 to 6 hours, and trust me, it's not worth it. Cooking the hamburgers is accomplished by using a griddle or a flat top if you have it. White Castle steams their burgers, put both the onion and the liquid they were soaking in. This is a picture of how White Castle actually does it. Stack the bottom bun on top of the meat and then lay on the top, let everything cook together and warm through. You want to cook the burgers through until you don't see any more. Once the burgers are cooked through and you don't see any pink or red, just scrape up the onion and meat along with the bottom bun and invert the whole thing. Add the cheese and the top bun. Make sure you get the onions in the burger as well. These burgers are incredibly well balanced. The spiciness is cut through with the fattiness of the cheese. The succulence of the meat is encapsulated by the bun. White Castle serves crinkle cut fries with their burgers, and as far as I'm concerned, it is an integral part in the whole White Castle experience. And all you need to do is buy a bag of frozen crinkle cut fries and add them to 375 degree oil, and I promise they will be just as delicious, if not better, than White Castle.
Pretty good.